Thank you. Our next speaker is Tomasz Bania. Am I saying that correctly? Good evening.
Good evening, Council. Tomasz Bania, resident of Warren. I've been periodically watching Warren City Council meetings since about 2003. So I've seen the various tides over the years, and I have to say, although I've had disagreements with some of the things that have been presented, recent topics have compelled me to come to speak to Council. First of all, something personal on my note. Why is it that the only way to access Warren City Council videos, other than the limited playback on TV Warren, is one copy at each of the North End libraries? Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the 21st century. Nearly every other city around us allows residents to access council videos online. All we get on the city's website is TV Warren News, and as several individuals have called them, FSAs, standing for Fouts Service Announcements. Why don't City Council and other commissions get the same privilege and respect? That leads into my next concern about the libraries themselves. Why is it that we approved a millage to, quote, bring our libraries into the 21st century, yet we are still paying for DVDs and games that in other libraries in our area are free and they also have larger selections? And two, current technologies like Blu-ray discs and good e-reader offerings are not available in our library. In regards to the smart meter issues, I've spoken to several experts and reviewed approximately 1,500 pages of documentation and 2 hours of videos presented by both smart meter companies and from websites provided by various audience members from previous council meetings. First of all, the use of smart meters will most likely not cause death, as some people would like to believe. Another thing that concerned me is that several individuals have come up here stating that they have no idea what DTE is doing with smart meters or how they work. An attempt to research the entities in question would have answered many of the arguments that have been presented. In the interest of time, I will only present an example. The smart meter system that DTE is using uses the frequencies between 900 megahertz and 2.4 gigahertz, the same frequencies currently used by home Wi-Fi, cordless home phones, and cellular broadcast. No one complains when everyone in the neighborhood puts up Wi-Fi access points, and that's probably because if you don't see it, you don't know. Surprisingly, these technologies then theoretically radiate us much more than these so-called smart meters. And unlike smart meters, which broadcast sporadically, they broadcast constantly. As one of the experts I questioned put it to me, large amounts of output over short periods of time is less harmful than small amounts of output over large periods. As I said earlier, in the interest of time, I will end here. But if you have any other questions about my findings not presented here, please feel free to ask. Another thing I researched ironically is this agenda item itself. We currently receive 3 minutes to speak on what we have to say when roughly...
Please conclude.
I'm going to conclude with a quote that I found while browsing online that pretty much sums up my view on other topics that have come up at previous council meetings. Don't like gay marriage? Don't get one. Don't like abortions? Don't get one. Don't like drugs? Don't do them. Don't like sex? Don't have it. Don't like your rights taken away? Don't take away anyone else's. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Gloria Sanker. Good evening.